Appreciate y'all helping get the message out on the tickets. We're hoping to build a home court advantage here in Austin with Texas basketball. We're not waiting until a year or two with a new facility. We'd like to have a competitive run this year. We're going to need a home court to get it done. Students aren't in session right now, so there's a lot of lower level tickets. I think over 700 have been sold of the 1,000 or so that are available. So you get the $10 ticket, lower level. Just encourage all of our loyal, supportive season ticket holders to please come to the game. If you can't come to the game, understandable, right? Can you take the effort and the time to make sure somebody sits in your seat? It'd be greatly appreciated. But we're looking forward to getting things started on Saturday against a quality opponent, Hall of Fame coach, a team that we've had a lot of great battles with over the years, a team we have a lot of respect for. Whenever you play a Coach Huggins team, it's a great measuring stick for you. So we'll see where we're at here in late December, early January.
Questions? Joe in front? Kind of along the most of line. What areas were here when you got here? What areas, I guess, in the marketing department or program promotion department did you look at and see? Okay, we got to flip that switch or crank that knob up.
Yeah, I can't speak anything about what happened before we got here. Didn't spend a lot of time on that, just spent a lot of time on our plan moving forward. The administration's been great. Lauren was hired from the University of Florida to oversee men's basketball marketing. There's a lot of other people in the marketing department, ticket department, facilities, so it's not a one-man or one-woman show, but Lauren oversees a lot of it. So can't speak for what's happened in the past here, just know what our plan is moving forward.
Yeah, Chris, when you look at the team shot profile, maybe over the last handful of games, especially from three, is it a matter of guys, taking good shots but not making them, or would you like them to maybe take better shots? What have you seen when you go back and look at the film?
Yeah, I think for the most part our shot selection's been good. We just got to shoot a better percentage. We got to stay the course. We're only 10, 11 games into this deal, and some of our players like Dylan only played 3 games. So we just got to stay the course. We've got a lot of good shooters. I think this thing will play out where we end up having some 40% three-point shooters, which is what you need to compete in this league. But I think shot selection's been good. We just got to make some shots. That's the deal.
Real quick on Dylan, is he going to be on any sort of minutes restriction entering Big 12 play, or are you guys still monitoring that, or is he kind of free to play as much as he wants at this point?
Yeah, I don't think there's an exact minute number right now, although there kind of was when we started this. Now it's just more about his body, his conditioning, his fatigue, and how the body holds up over this 19-round fight counting the Tennessee game.
Brian in front. Chris, some of the analytic sites don't seem too favorable about y'all's non-conference schedule as a whole. Do you feel good that the non-conference has adequately prepared y'all for the next 18 games?
Yeah, I sure do. I think all that stuff. I mean, you guys got to write about something. People got to talk about something. If we'd have beat Gonzaga, people would be talking about our profile. If we'd have come up with Seton Hall, so I know this. They want to start talking about quality of schedule. We're about to play 19 NCAA tournament games coming up. We're in the best league in basketball, so we'll see. But I don't spend a lot of time really thinking about that.
And you're right. From a perception standpoint, Seton Hall is a coin flip game, and if you win that, the talk about the perception is different. And so, is that why you do feel really good? Because really, it's one game. And how many of these games? I guess another question I've had is how many of those games were given to you?
First of all, perception means nothing to me. We're here to win. We got a game Saturday at 11 o'clock. It's early. Again, people got to write about something. We're one of the only teams in the country that took our team and played 2 true road games first semester. One of them was against the number 1 team in the country. We've played some home games, and I think it'll always play out. Again, you look up here and a couple of these teams win their conference, and you see them on bracket Sunday. It kind of changes the tune. So I just think it's real early in college basketball. We'll see how it plays out.
Ross?
Specific situation the other night, when you talk about good shots and stuff. Marcus had a wide open, I don't know if it was a long 2 or a 3 around the key, but he passed it to Febris, who made a 3. Was that a shot that normally you would think Marcus should take that shot, or because it went in, was it really smart play by him?
Yeah, I think anytime Jace Febris is open, you got a chance to move the ball. That's the basketball play. So.
Joe in front, kind of along those lines.
You guys love to talk about the offense. Let's talk about the offense. I think we were ranked 33rd in the country today in offensive efficiency. We're shooting almost 50% from the floor. The last time Texas shot 48% from the floor was in 1994-95 when Coach Penders won the Southwest Conference and made the NCAA tournament. Our free throw shooting is as high as it's been around here since Abe Lemons took the team to the NIT. There's different ways to look at this, guys, and I understand the questions, but it's every single day. We came here to win, and we want a winning offense. We got to shoot the ball better from distance, but I think we got the right guys taking the right shots. And so there's a million ways to look at it. Are you guys looking at points per game? Are you looking for offensive efficiency? Are you looking for balanced scoring? Are you looking for field goal percentage? I think we need to shoot the three-point shot better, and I'm confident that we will. I think we need to get to the free throw line more, and I'm confident that we have a plan to try to do that. It's just like every day sitting up here, everyone's talking about the offense, and I'm not denying the questions, but guys, we have the 33rd most efficient offense in college basketball right now. So, would you guys rather be scoring 108 and be giving up 95? I mean, I don't know. The objective's to win.
Yeah, obviously, talking going back to Marcus, he was a guy who kind of had to do almost everything for Minnesota last year. Comes here, he's been in and out of the starting lineup a little bit. Just wondering, how do you think he's handling the adjustment to, a new role, a new style of play through, the first 12 games of this year?
Yeah, I think Marcus is doing well. If you got a question for Marcus, probably ask him. These guys are veteran players. I'm not going to speak for him. Marcus is doing a great job leading our team. We all knew it was going to be a work in progress. The objective wasn't for Marcus to come here and lead the league in scoring. The objective was for Marcus to come here and help lead Texas to a Final Four. And so, again, guys, we got our first conference game Saturday at 11 o'clock, and it's the next step in our process.
Joe, in front, what type of challenges does Taz present to y'all's team on Saturday?
Yeah, Taz is a really good scorer. He's run his own race at West Virginia. He played for a really good junior college coach at Collin County, Jim Sagona. Came into our league and ran his own race and developed from a guy that was playing a role to a guy that was a full-time player. And now he's certainly taking advantage of this last season. He's one of the best scorers, not only in our league, but in college basketball. All right, how do you score that amount of points at this level? I mean, you got to score in a variety of ways. He gets to the free throw line a lot. He has the ability to draw fouls. He can shoot from three-pointers. He can take the ball to the basket. They're posting him up this year. So he presents all sorts of challenges because he's a diverse, really aggressive scorer.
Ross, they're known for specific style of defense, I guess. People talk about a lot. And is the defense up to speed from what you would expect at this point?
Yeah, they got the press Virginia going quite a bit. They'll try to speed up the game. They've got some different looks that they're doing. And then Coach Huggins normally saves some things for conference play. So we're expecting the unexpected as well. They're extremely aggressive. Number 3, don't want to mispronounce his last name, but his first name's Gabe. He's a dynamic defensive player. He can guard all 5 different possessions. He's probably kind of like the poster of West Virginia defense. We think back when Culver played there, when those great guards played there, Carter and Miles. They've got that ingredient. They've got that toughness. Their starting point guard this year is doing a great job defensively. He's a real disruptive player on the ball. So yeah, it's going to be West Virginia defense. It won't look any different than it normally does coming in here. Hall of Fame coach, really good players, and an aggressive style that's based on making you turn the ball over. They're causing almost 19 turnovers a game. We're one of the best teams in the country right now with ball security. Another thing that about our offense that's good right now. Right around 10 turnovers a game. So it's kind of the game within the game. Can they make us turn it over? Can we take care of it? And then really it's the same thing on the other end too, right? Our defense is based on being disruptive as well. And West Virginia does a good job with their offense. So it's going to be a lot of games within the game.
How happy are you with your own defense?
Yeah, I don't know.
Your own style as well.
Yeah, I just don't. The word happy, I don't think really comes into coaches unless it's Monday night, around 11 p.m. and you're in that one locker room. I think that's probably where happy happens. I think other than that, I think, you can be pleased. Some things are moving in the right direction, but you're definitely never satisfied. So with our defense, I think the main thing is our guys have bought in and they have a willingness to defend. It's important around here. We've established the identity. Now we have to go out and we got to take our defense and play, 19 of the toughest games in college basketball coming up. So we'll see. But I think from the day we took the job till right now, I think you guys would agree that we have a defensive identity.
Chris, you have a lot of veterans on this team, but obviously for a lot of these guys, it's going to be their first run through Big 12 play. So how much does it help to have, those four guys that have been doing this for Andrew 6 years, but the other guys, 4 or 5 years? How much does it help to have guys who have been through that long before?
Yeah, I hope it helps. We've talked openly about it. We have, 5 players that have played in Big 12 games, the 4 returners and Avery, and we've been very um, clear with the guys to make sure that they're listening to those players, not only about what West Virginia's like, but just the league in general. And of course, we've got guys that played in the Big 10 and Pac-12 and A-10, so it's not like these guys haven't played major college basketball, SEC, but Big 12, in my opinion, it's kind of a different beast. I think you guys would agree with that too. So we'll see. And some of our guys have actually played against Big 12 teams too. Like I think Marcus Carr might have played against West Virginia in the past. So, we have veteran players. We have experienced guys. We have guys that don't get too high or too low. And we have guys that understand how good West Virginia is and understand what Coach Huggins is all about and what this will be like Saturday morning.
Chris, as you enter the new year, as you enter conference play, is there something that still maybe keeps you up at night that you want to focus on moving forward with your team?
Yeah, there's all sorts of things that keep you up at night. You just you wish you had a little bit more time. I told you guys this. I think the very first day, we were fighting time more than anything. So yeah, I think there's a fine line between confidence and preparation, and we're walking both sides. I am excited about seeing these guys play Saturday. I think we have a chance to be one of the best teams in the country. I expect for us to really compete in this league. Saturday morning will be a tough first game, but they're all tough. There are going to be 19 of them that are going to be really difficult. But our guys, I think, have earned the right to be successful. They've earned the right to play well. It's easy to talk about. It's really hard to do. But Saturday's the next opportunity for us.
Joe, kind of along those lines, you mentioned how tough it is. What are your kind of broad observations about the league this year before everybody starts playing each other?
Yeah, same thing. I've been consistent. If you guys run the tape back, I was asked that earlier. I say the same thing every year. Like, I don't care what the magazines say. I don't, somebody, you got to write about something, right? The bottom line with this league is it starts with the coaches. And you've got really good Hall of Fame coaches or really good guys that are grinding. And so it starts with that. There's not going to be one game where you go in there and you might be able to kind of maneuver your way through a game. I've coached in a few leagues that you can do that. This isn't one of them. So it's the coaches to start. Then you look at the players. And it's every team has returning players that can play. Every team has NBA prospects. And then you look at the recruiting. So I know when they put it in front of me every year and I got to pick 1 through 10, it's hard. I mean, you get 1 and 2 done, experienced teams kind of based on who's coming back and stuff like that. Then when you get to picking 3 through 10, it's a coin flip. And I think, let's look at Iowa State. They're picked last in our league. They're the number 8 team in the country right now. That's not surprising to me because I've been on both ends of that. They picked us last before and we've won leagues. And they picked us really high before and we haven't won the league. So, but I think the league's as good as ever. I think the one thing this year is normally at this time there might be like 1 or 2 separators, but not right now. I think if the NCAA tournament started tomorrow, all 10 teams will be in the tournament, if Oklahoma State was eligible. That's the way I've seen it. I've seen everybody play. I've obviously studied West Virginia, but I think it's as good as always. We'll just kind of have to see how it plays out. But as we sit here, I don't know if I've ever started the league with this kind of balance. There's been some years where 8 or 9 are look like top 10 teams, but this year it's just ridiculous, man. I think Coach Self said it the other day. It's insane or ridiculous or sick, I think is his word. I'm not as articulate as Coach Self. It's just damn good. You look at it, and there's 10 teams that you can see being in a Sweet 16 or in a couple months.
I just want to go back to the whole offense-defense thing. The thing is that this is a school that this is a fan base that would prefer you to win 100 to 98, right? And so that's not your DNA. And so there will be nights when you need these fans up on their feet going crazy when your team doesn't have the ball, right? How do you teach them that? I mean, through this process, obviously, but how do you do that?
Yeah, win.
There's got to be more to it than that. I mean, this is a very fickle crowd. It's the wine and cheese crowd. Come on, Frank.
I don't think so.
Frank said it a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't have took the job if I thought that.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of mindset we're trying to change, Brian, with all due respect. You know,
But I just wanted.
there's going to be guys that stir the pot. There's going to be guys that are part of what we're trying to get done here. So I don't think the people that come here and they've been cheering their asses off and setting record crowds to this point have been wine and cheese at all. I think we're building something special all the way down from text message and emails I've gotten from opposing coaches complimenting us on our crowd and our student section. So I just don't see it like that. I respectfully disagree. I think we're off to a great start. You can report about the most season tickets ever sold, the best student crowds, or you can report about what you think the fan base wants. That's on you. But we're here to win. We're appreciative of our crowd, love our fans. We're building something special. We're not waiting a year, too. There's going to be some amazing times here in the Irwin Center in the next couple of months if we do our job as players and coaches, and I'm confident we will.
I understand it, and I'm not trying to draw you off sides or anything. I'm just saying that you are so focused on defense first, but then you question us about why we're asking about the offense. And so
Never question you, Brian. You just ask the same question every day, and I'm trying to answer it.
I got you.
Did you know our offense is nationally ranked in a lot of categories?
I know defense is too.
No, just answer quick. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm glad you know that.
Two last ones. When do the players get tested with COVID? There being a lot of cancellations, postponements. What can you tell us about that process for your team and the rest of the league?
Yeah, for sure. What I can tell you is we have a policy and a procedure here with doctors and administration and trainers. We have a plan. We've talked about the plan since the day I got the job. We're executing the plan on a daily basis. It's really kind of a day-by-day world, right? It really is. But that's no different than anything that we ever do here, the way we kind of operate. So I've always kind of had a day-to-day plan, So we're just trying to keep the guys as safe as we can and just kind of dealing with each day. And so the doctors make a lot of those decisions. But yeah, that's kind of the deal. I tell the players all the time, we got to control what we control. And so when we step between those lines and it's basketball, we try to keep it as normal as we possibly can. But when we step off the court, we obviously understand the world we're living in and all the challenges right now with the COVID, the new variant, and all that. So I don't want to speak for our players, but I'd like to think that we understand that we got to take the basketball serious. But when we're off the court, we understand there's some more things going on besides basketball that are more serious in the game. But our approach with our players is day by day, open communication, kind of expecting the unexpected, and trying to keep these guys as safe as we can.
So does the testing then happen the night before, the morning of? Like when does that take place for the safety of the game?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Personnel, if there's been cancellations day of for some sporting events, and then there's been cancellations, 24 hours prior. So just when the team would get tested for this game ahead of Saturday.
Yeah, I can't speak for any of the other teams, and I can't speak for the cancellations because we haven't been a part of one of those, and hopefully we won't be. But I think with our guys, we have a policy and a procedure here at Texas, and we're following it. Some of it is each school individually. Some of it is the league. Some of it is NCAA basketball. But I'm really confident with ours. We got great communication with our doctors and medical staff. I feel really good about our plan, and we're executing it on a daily basis.
Yeah, Chris, obviously you spent the past 5 years going through Big 12 play with Tech. Now you're gearing up to do it with Texas. I mean, does it feel weird, surreal at all? Is it something that's even kind of crossed your mind as you're gearing up to do this, in a different setting?
This is year 16 in the Big 12, not 5 for me. And yeah, fair question, good question. I'm asked it often. Not really. I mean, I know that's not the sexiest answer or kind of the lead headline, but I just, coach the team that I'm coaching now. Blessed to have this job and have been blessed to have all the jobs I've had previous to this. I know in 1999, 2000, when we were getting ready to play Butler County in the season opener, or Coffeyville in the first conference game, you just, as a coach, you just want to make sure that you give your players the chance to win. That's the way I feel now. Haven't had any of these kind of magical moments and stuff that people ask me about, and when I do, you guys will be the first I tell you. But I got a lot on my mind now, just trying to help the guys prepare for a quality opponent, home game, challenging game time, challenging games, a lot of things going on. So we're just trying to eliminate distractions and give our guys the best chance to be successful.
Joe, you have one last one. Is anything that Coach Knight ever told you about this
Coach Knight in the Big 12. Brian, you were there for a while.
Don't dribble the corner.
Yeah,
Stay out of the corner.
sideline out of bounds. Don't throw it into who's Mouton steal it.
Mutai.
Yeah.
And what was the laziest pass in basketball? The laziest defense is the skip pass.
I think back in my time with Coach Knight, he obviously had a lot of Big Ten stories, the Indiana stories. Um, I think I remember him telling, not necessarily me, but a lot of people that, the Big 12 with the home and home rivalries was something special to him. I think I don't want to speak for Coach, but he always thought that's kind of what college basketball was: the rivalries, playing home and home, the fan bases. Obviously, he had all those battles at Indiana, whether it be at Purdue or in Ohio State, his alma mater. And I know when we were in the league together in 10 years totaling our time with Pat, we knew that about the league. So I think, all the leagues are great. But this one, the numbers have shown it. It's the best year in, year out, or one of the best. Again, great venues, great college towns, Hall of Fame coaches, NBA players. This year we have a lot of returning players in our league too, a lot of veterans. There's a lot of guys playing their fifth year of college basketball. So it's interesting. But I think the one thing I remember Coach Knight talking about is I don't think he was a big fan of the big super leagues that were coming when you only played somebody one time. I think he preferred the home and homes, kind of the traditional basketball. And I agree with him on that. I think it's one of the best things about the Big 12 is how we go home and home with everybody. So your champion is a true champion. Sometimes in those leagues where you only play somebody one time and it gets down to a tie or one game, man, are they really the champion if they would have had to go in there? But on this deal, when it's over, it's over. And the person that has the trophy, it's legit.